Mary had liked to look at her mother from a distance, and she thought she was very pretty, but she knew very little of her and could scarcely have been expected to love her or to miss her very much when she was gone.
Stop it! Ah!
I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Chris, I want to thank you for presenting us with that. That was a really beautiful film.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was something about that it almost didn't feel like it was a film, but so much as like a piece of someone's heart. Mm-hmm. I would love to ask you, where did the idea stem from to create this?
So I had two grandparents that succumbed to Alzheimer's, both sides of my family, actually. And I've seen lots of films about the subject, and, you know, they're always interesting, but, you know, it was always from the perspective of, like, the caretaker, or, you know, and sort of the outside. But I wanted to be like, what is it like inside their mind? Like, what is it like to be trapped in that with, you know, literally losing yourself? And so I was anxious to explore that in a kind of a different way, so.
Yeah, maybe...
Thank you.
It really is a touching film, and I suppose, you know, it couldn't have happened without your lead actress, Sissy O'Hara.
Oh, yeah, no, without a doubt. You know, so I have to preface by saying, you know, I'm sitting up here representing the film, but there should be 30 people behind me or next to me, because this was a village to make this happen. It would take a long time, but I mean, it was worth it. So I wish everyone was up here with me that worked on it, because, you know, without them, it wouldn't have turned out.
I guess you bring up the idea of how much time it took. You know, when you had the idea before, you know, it's my understanding that this, you know, was cutting it close to the wire in terms of the sound design. And
Right.
it's so driven by sound. Can you
Right.
talk about the process?
Yeah, so it's interesting because even the editing changed a lot. You know, first it started with the kitchen scene, then we went into her head, but then I was playing with it and I was like, well, what if we already start in her head? That way the audience has an idea of where we are. You're setting up your audience, and, you know, and so I rearranged it first, and then, you know, cut some stuff down, and we did some more pickup shots, because originally there wasn't that much detail in the original shooting. But after getting some feedback, it was decided, yeah, we should go in and get more close-ups, so that's what we did. And it was for the betterment, really. But yeah, no, it was definitely driven by sound, because I really wanted the visuals and well, if you notice too, there's also no music in the film, and that was...
No, yeah, that's pretty powerful.
That was very intentional, because I was like, you know what? No, because the music might come off as being too sentimental, sappy, and I didn't want that. I wanted more of a experience, you know, like as if we're really in there. So, like, you know, I had the sounds be the soundtrack, if you will.
Now we can't talk about this movie without talking about mixed media.
Yes.
Film.
Yes.
DV tapes.
DV tapes.
Now,
VHS. Yep.
Was that all done practically, or is that an effect that?
Nope, that was all done practically.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm a big purist for that stuff, so I mean, there's that aspect, but also I didn't think digital would really do it justice. I really wanted to play with it and be like, oh, okay, what if we did mix it for real? So I shot on Super 8, got it transferred and scanned to digital by Cinelab in New Bedford. They're very good. And then I just...
Shout out to Cinelab.
Yes.
And seriously, they're great.
And then I cut it into the film, saved it with the VHS. We shot on VHS, shot on TV tape, digitized it, and then I just cut it into the movie.
Those moments with the mixed media, I mean, they're so powerful. That scene where she's recording herself in the car and then she turns the camera on her husband, I mean, that just brought a touch of, you know, beauty to it all.
Yeah.
It really did.
Well, it was funny, when we were shooting that, the actress, Allison, Allison who played Anna, you know, in that scene, she was so concerned. She was so concerned about it looking looking correct. I was like, no. I was like, no, don't worry about it. It could be as poor as possible. That's the idea. I mean, no one really thinks about framing and white balance and all that like cinematographers do. But
no, it felt very authentic. It felt very authentic, and it was nice to kind of see that mixed in with this, more surreal landscape of her mind and her losing track of time and losing track of her belongings and it's, in essence, her life. So, yeah, man, I really just want to applaud you on this movie. It touched me, and I hope it touched you all as well. Before I let you go, I want to know what can we expect from you in the future? You working on anything else?
Yeah, so I'm always doing stuff with my film family, Chris Salvi and Gabrielle Rossa, and we just shot something yesterday, as a matter of fact. And
of course you did.
Of course we did. No, but I'm also writing all the time. I have a couple of feature scripts that I wrote. One of them I hope gets off the ground, and I have a bunch of shorts, but time will tell.
Hell yeah.
So.
Well, I think I speak for us all when I say I can't wait to see your next short. I can't wait to see your future come to life. Let's give a round of applause for Chris Esper.
Thank you.